were the main points of Mengele's autobiographical notes that you had access to?
Yeah, so one of the things we found in the papers that were located in his home in Brazil, there was a letter from Mengele to his son Rolf, who was living at that time, I think, in Berlin. And he talked about a project that he'd undertaken in the early 60s and had picked it up and put it down a few times. But by the time of the writing, which I think was 1975 or so, he had said that he was had once again resumed work on this project, which was an autobiographical novel about his life. Mengele wrote this not for publication, he wrote it for his family, but he felt constrained by, in some ways, by the truth of, by having to tell the truth. And so he decided that he would use literary techniques to kind of illuminate his life story in a way that would be more useful for his children and others in his family. So in a way, for instance, he spends 100 pages writing about his birth. So you can see how kind of self-absorbed he was. The autobiography doesn't really deal with Auschwitz at all. There are a few references to his wartime activities. It was most useful to us in describing his life right after Auschwitz on the farm, and also to describe his exit from Europe. Those are the more useful things. In writing the biography of him, it was very useful for me in terms of describing his student days at the university and his connection to science and his admiration for his professors and his really deep passion for his scientific pursuits.